the point I'm making, because I'm being attacked by many, saying, yeah, the Sikhs are your friends. Yeah, they are. Yeah. It doesn't change the fact that I have respect for members of the Sikh community, groups within the Sikh community. Doesn't mean you're not going to get some bad apple, yeah? Which is what this scumbag is. He's not representative of British Sikhs in any way at all. So Sikhs have come here. They are integrated. They are a decent, hard-working community. Do you know what? When I was making that point about opening your borders, yeah, which I wasn't saying we need to open our borders, I was making the point that if that was the argument, yeah, then Sikhs are the biggest business owners, the biggest property owners from any minority group, yeah, the biggest inputters into the economy. That was the points I was making. So right now, I guess many Sikhs are feeling, I've had so many contacting me, but that has to be put into perspective on what's just happened to fucking Henry. And why it's happened to Henry? Because of institutional racism against white people. That's what's happened. Because of fear. Because of this fucking common purpose ideology pumped into all of them. That's my little thoughts as I just end my run anyway. We need to see the footage of what happened to Henry. The public needs to be able to see it. It needs to be released. I know if anyone has contact with his family, Henry's family, I know the verdict's on Monday. Not the verdict, the sentencing's on Monday. If anyone has contact with his family, obviously Elon Musk has offered to pay for a legal suit against the police officers who let him die. So that's what they did, they let him die. They're responsible. And I've heard today from someone who was in the case, he had a scar. His face was opened up by a blade here, his face. Yeah? So when the police turned up, there's a young white boy laying there, telling them he's been stabbed, with his face opened up. But because of the accusation of someone that's brown, that said racism, they handcuffed the white boy. And he bled out and choked to death on his own blood. Those police officers need to be named, shamed. I could name them now, know who they are. But they need to be shamed. And prosecutions need to be brought against those police officers for what they did. They facilitated the murder, basically. And if it was any other race and it reversed the roles, it would be, the whole country would be on fire already. So, but because of that, the point I'm making is, no, I'm not going to condemn the entire Sikh community at all. I'm not going to in any way affiliate you with Sikhism either, because it's not. The kid's a scumbag. That's it. Absolute fucking scumbag. What's next? What's next for United Kingdom? What am I looking at? I'm looking at a national tour entering working class estates and communities over the next 3 years. Unite the Kingdom to vote. It's the biggest obstacle we have, 50% non-votes. It's from our communities, working class backgrounds, in the toughest, most deprived areas and estates. And if we have to get into those estates and we have to help those people register to vote, i.e. set up pace tables, have teams of women, men, QR codes, boxes set up, ready to get them registered, we have one chance to solve this peacefully. And it's in 3 years' time. And it's at the ballot box. Beyond that, we're fucked. I don't see much hope for this nation. So we need to get organised. Really fucking organised. From one end of this country to the other. People say, what does a demonstration change? It fucking does change. Things have changed. I look at the last 12 months. It's shifted. There's a huge shift. We need to not sit back on that now. So we need to plan a map, a schedule. I want to bring Unite the Kingdom to Newcastle, to Manchester, to Sheffield, to Leeds, to Wythenshawe, to fucking Salford, to every estate and every area. And have fun at the same time. Bring it as a community group, community building group. But make sure that when we get you there, and when people are turning up, you're registering to vote. You know the most important thing you can do is at the ballot box. The most important thing you can do is get someone else registered. And that's how we have to view this next 3 years, as a total battle. Lots to do anyway. Lots to do. Now, finish my run. A few more days of this before I end up back into that shitstorm in the UK. So, God bless.